Finally, it was 60 years ago this month that the FBI created its 10 Most Wanted Fugitives program. From bank robbers and mob bosses to terrorists and white-collar criminals, the top 10 has helped apprehend 463 fugitives. Our man Fernando Suarez goes behind the scenes to find out why it's been such a success for so many years. Take a look.
It bears the faces of some of the most dangerous and notorious fugitives in the world. Ray, Bundy, Bin Laden. All have committed crimes so vicious they've wound up on the FBI's 10 Most Wanted list.
You can see they're very heinous, very dangerous people.
Meet Kevin Perkins, Assistant Director of the Criminal Investigative Unit of the FBI, and the man in charge with putting these fugitives on the list.
Generally what will occur is the committee will reach a consensus. They will provide those nominees to me, and I will make a decision as to who goes on the list.
Making the list is a long and tedious process. Once a top tenor has been captured, agents are put on notice and the selection process begins.
When there's a vacancy on the top 10 list, we advertise that to our 56 field offices, and each of those field offices sends nominations in. There have been child molesters on the list. There have been murderers, rapists, kidnappers. These people are not good people.
And over the last 60 years, the criminals on the list have evolved, from domestic bank robbers like Bonnie and Clyde to international drug dealers and known terrorists.
The list makeup has changed with time, but it still are the people that we believe are the biggest threat and the biggest danger to this country.
Modern technology has also evolved, changing the way the FBI communicates with the public.
60 years ago, in 1950, the post office was the center of a community. People went in there every day to conduct business. Today, the center of the community is on the internet. It's electronic. It's through Facebook, it's through podcasts, it's through Twitter accounts.
When people think of the 10 Most Wanted, they think of the FBI and vice versa.
FBI historian John Fox says as much as the FBI would like to take credit for the program, the idea wasn't theirs.
The 10 Most Wanted program started as an idea from a journalist. He asked the FBI in 1949, do you have a list of 10 fugitives that you're looking for? It became a very popular feature.
Popular with the public, perhaps, but in the Bureau, being assigned one of the top 10 fugitive cases was less than appealing, recalls retired field agent Karen Gardner.
Oh, it created a boatload of work. I mean, the joke in the office was, first of all, that you'd never catch your own fugitive, because the way you got the warrant was the person had to have fled the state.
Gardner was part of the team that helped capture fugitive Robert Nicholas.
This guy had hunted down the wife of his children and killed her in an alley in front of her 3-year-old. This is after he killed his own 3 children back in 1964.
20 years later, Nicholas was identified through his Most Wanted poster, which hung inside a post office in York, Pennsylvania. He was quickly apprehended.
He was walking back from getting some groceries, and they confronted him on the street, and it was him.
If you're wanted by the FBI and you're on that top 10 list, your time it's coming. We are going to find you, and we are going to bring you to justice.
Perkins' confidence is backed up by the numbers. 94% of the nearly 500 fugitives on the Most Wanted list have been either captured or killed. But the number the FBI cares more about is that a third of those were the direct result of tips by the general public. Fernando Suarez, CBS News, Washington.